Nah. Oh! What's up, Helix Corner? How you guys doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Mine was full of airports and rental cars. But nonetheless, grateful to be back in the office and back doing this video for you guys. First of all, I don't know what the freak happened over the weekend, but the channel has almost doubled in numbers in terms of subscribers while I was gone, which was super weird because I haven't put out any content or anything. But thank you guys if you subscribed. Thank you so much. It was really fun to open my phone up and see all of that on Monday. So, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, would you take a moment to do that right now? I think that you will find these videos are a lot of fun, and ultimately I really want you to join Slack community, which plug. I wanted to jump straight into this video this week. I don't have a ton of time today. I'm trying to catch up from being gone on vacation. I'm currently working on some Ableton sessions for Wednesday or tonight actually and Sunday. But I did want to take a moment to go through something that you've all been asking me for and that I've been kind of putting off because I don't have to do this because I own a BigSky, hint hint. But yes, the Helix 2.5 reverbs. Do they suck? Are they awesome? Are they a replacement for your reverb pedal? In my situation, it's going to be, should I get rid of my BigSky for the reverbs that are currently on the Helix? Look, I've said this from the get-go. I don't use these external pedals because I think I'm like too good for the stuff on the Helix. I use these because these are what inspired me to play, and I think they sound better. And I'm all about getting the best sound that I can possibly get within reason of, you know, my environment, how much I'm traveling, all that portability, like any of that stuff weighs into the pedals that I'm choosing. And what am I talking about? So full disclosure, I totally lost my train of thought during that intro video, and I have reshot this like 5 times now because my brain is like not working. But what I'm trying to say is I am going to be doing a comparison not of is the Helix and the BigSky, or are the new reverbs on the Helix just as good as the reverbs on the BigSky. I'm going to go ahead and tell you they're not. However, that doesn't mean they're not good, and that doesn't mean they're not usable. So I think they are good. I think they are usable. But on the BigSky, I have 3 different sort of patches made. One is like my main working reverb. It's kind of like my always on sound. The second one I use for slightly more spacious sounds, and then the third is like real huge verby lead line stuff. I'm not trying to replicate those sounds on the Helix. What I'm trying to do is pick 3 sounds on the Helix that can do those same jobs. Does that make sense? So it's not going to be like, let's say A on my BigSky is a plate verb. It's not going to be like on here my A is a plate verb. No, I may use the Glitz, I may use something else. It's not about that. It's not about the specific sound. It's about what that sound does. Okay? So instead of trying to continue to explain this, I want to jump into the video, and so let's grab a guitar. Alright, so guitar, had to get it. So nice. So this is my new white Falcon. If you didn't see the video on how I got this, you can check it out. I'll link it in the description below. It's called Mystery Guitar Deal Revealed. Fun little vlog on how I ended up with this guitar. Fun fact for you, this guitar, this exact one, was played at my wedding 5 years ago, and now I have it. So without further ado, let's get into the video because you don't care about the guitar. Here's one sound. I'm not like totally sold on it yet. I'm gonna flip through this real fast, but I'm just gonna A/B it with the BigSky. And again, we're not trying to make the same sound. We're trying to make a workable sound. So for example, my A is my always on reverb on my BigSky. It sounds like this. to go over to this. This is the Glitz. Cool. So that doesn't sound bad. I mean, I can live with that. Let me hear what my BigSky sounds like. Okay. So there's like one good sound there. I think I'm happy with that. I mean, it's not like quite as musical to me as the BigSky, but it's still a good sound. It would still work just fine. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna just flip through here. Plateau. Shouldn't have given that response. Okay, I don't like the octave reverb thing. Like I think just for me, because I did it like 5-6 years ago, I did it like all the time with my Pog. It was like that was the sound. Pog, a ton of RB5 and some delay, and it was basically this sound. You get the idea. This is I shouldn't knock this because for some people, like, and I haven't touched a single thing, so there's definitely some like pitches and sense that I would definitely change, like, just initially. I just feel like this sound is dated. That's just my opinion. Okay, and let me look at the double tank really fast. Apologize, my guitar's out of tune. Okay, so the tail is awful. Turn that modulation off. Alright, I'm just gonna like compare this really fast to my Glitz. I think I actually like this one more. Bring that decay down just a hair. It's a little hot right now. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's get rid of this. Clear this block. Okay. So, let me give you a quick screenshot of the Searchlight, and then a quick screenshot of the double tank. Okay, so my double tank would be the working reverb, my main like A reverb, and then the Searchlights would be like my swells, like that kind of stuff. Cool. So there you go. Those would be my sounds. I'm not going to do a B sound. I just probably wouldn't do it on the Helix. So the next thing that I'd love to do is just play these in context. of a song. So one song that we're doing soon, tonight actually, is called You Came by Jonathan and Melissa Helser, or whatever you say their name. So I'm just going to play the hook. It has a super simple hook that's pretty verbed out, and I'll let you hear the differences. I'll just do BigSky, I'll do the Helix, and then I'll give you the original sound that whoever recorded it, I don't know who it was, maybe Jeffrey. Alright. I've got the reference tracks pulled up for You Came. These are the multi-tracks. So this is the original guitar. I want you to just hear what this sounds like first before I play anything. Okay, so that's in context. Now let's hear it soloed. Same part. Okay, sounds pretty single coily to me, very compressed. Probably a Strat. Maybe not though, who knows. So what I'm going to do first is play the lead line with the double tank, which is definitely not as verbed out as that sound, but I just want you to have a reference point for what this sounds like. And then I'll play I don't even know what it's called, the Searchlights. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing with the BigSky, just so you can have a comparison. I want it to be as thorough as possible with the sound samples you get. Okay, so I'll back this up and do it with the double tank.
Chorus.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so that was the double tank. Now let's do the Searchlights. Same part.
Chorus.
Okay, so that was Searchlights. I'm going to slide this over. Now let's hear, this is going to be my BigSky on the A setting, which for me is a plate reverb with some modulation, not super heavy. So similar, it kind of probably feels similar in the mix to the double tank. So I'll let you hear that. Let's punch in right here.
Chorus.
And finally, this is the cloud verb on the BigSky, and this is like my really ambient sort of reverb. So I'll punch in here again. Okay, so there you have it. There's the 4 sounds. Let me put this guitar down and finish this conversation. As for me, what are my closing thoughts on this? I'm not going to get rid of the BigSky. I don't find that these verbs are as musical and sort of wide as the BigSky. With that being said, you might have heard these sounds and been like, that BigSky did not sound as good. There's no problem there. This is the thing, guys, that I think we're losing in the conversation around effects. We shouldn't buy effects that like make us look cool or make our boards look cool, or feel like we have to buy effects because we're missing out on that sound. unless there's a specific sound that you're wanting, don't spend the money on external pedals. That being said, if there's a sound you want, spend the money on it. For me, I feel inspired by the reverbs on the BigSky. They're a huge part of the way I play live. They help me create space and help me sort of set atmospheres up. Without this pedal, I would feel really kind of just stuck. That being said, if I wasn't doing this professionally, there's no freaking way I would have a BigSky. The reverbs are totally usable. They sound great. In the context of the song, you're not going to hear a massive difference. Again, I use the BigSky because for me it inspires me to play. It helps me create space. It helps me write parts. It's not about everyone else. So, I hope that makes sense. I know this video is so jumbled. I apologize. I'm really trying to keep the content weekly going. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I've just been putting it off. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned something. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Oh my Lord. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do that. And thank you guys so much for commenting on the videos. I don't, listen, I'm not like a YouTube guy. I don't know like how all the algorithms and crap work. But I do know that by you commenting, it creates traction on these videos. So thank you so much. I'm continuing to do this, guys. I've got something that I'm super stoked about, a conversation I'm having with someone right now that you all know who is possibly interested in doing something with the Helix and creating a sound for the Helix, and I'm hoping to partner with him on that. So stay tuned. That's a ways out, not like next week sort of thing, but that wouldn't be possible without you guys subscribing and you guys building this channel up. This is amazing. So thank you all for the support, and I will see you next week.